Hello everybody and welcome back to the railway. Today I have something pretty exciting to show you guys. I just got back from the Chantilly train show, which is in the area. It's the world's greatest hobby on tour. Only comes to my area every once in a while, so I made sure to go and I got something pretty exciting. So this is probably the most expensive thing I've ever gotten in this hobby, just with my own money and at once, I guess. Well, here it is. It is a Piko ICE Train set. So yes, this is the full set. Locomotive, cars, track, controller. Full set. And I got a pretty good deal in it, I'd say. I mean, to some, the price might sound outrageous, but for all I get here, it's pretty good. It was $160 for the whole thing, which is pretty good. And compared to the retail price, which is about $210, it's a really good deal. So saw it and I saw the deal mark and I just couldn't resist. A bit of a crazy purchase, and I definitely won't be able to sleep soundly for these next couple days, just kind of letting this sit in, but it is a really impressive train set. So let's get it out of the box, I suppose. Pretty easy box to get out of. I guess I need to scoot back here. So yeah, so the handle, so you can kind of see it's just kind of its own thing. So yeah, sorry for the lamp reflection. It's annoying, isn't it? Oh well. Oh, what can I do? So yeah, here's the set. So I guess I might just take it down to the floor so we can actually see what all is in here. Yeah, let's just do that. Down to the floor we go. Oh dear. Oh. Alright. So there it is, all on the floor, so let's just take a closer look at it. Yeah, pretty tidy box, What else can I say? So I guess we'll start with the track. The amount of track you get in this is pretty good. I mean, compared to most American starter sets, this definitely has a lot more than you would expect. So you have some curves, and I need to check the radius on these. I'm not seeing any markings on the bottom, just let me look closer. It says radius 2, which I think is the European scale. So let's just take this up to the actual table and see which one it's closer to. Okay. It's looking more like radius 18 and not 22 radius. Yeah, I think it is some sort of weird in-between scale, but it's looking like a shorter 18 radius curve, which, that's about what I expected. That's good. I'll probably be able to get some use out of this. And again, the more track, the merrier. Especially considering I'm trying to replace most of the easy track on my layout. This is really going to help me. So let's just get the rest of the track out here. Sorry if I'm sniffling a bit. I've been having a bit of a sore throat and cold and all that. It's been a rough weekend, I guess, but this train show has definitely made me feel better. More curves. So again, you just get so much here. So there are definitely more curves than you get with an American starter set, that's for sure. And over here, we have the straight track. So I'm going to have to test the length of this track. Let's just bring it up to the table here. So, okay, I think, okay. Looks to be about the same length as standard American HO track, which is good, because I like when things match up like that, and that means I can use them more and easier. It's more compatible. Oh, I almost fell there. I'm assuming this is all Code 100 track. It looks like Code 100, and considering this is a modern set, I'd assume so. Alright, here's some more straight track. And I know this isn't too interesting. Here's something that I'm happy to have. This is a power track, which, I obviously have power tracks, but this is the first non-easy track power track, which I'm pretty happy to have because I've been meaning to get one of these and get it in this set. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we got some more track up here. I think a lot of this is more straight track. Alright, so I think this is the slightly shorter straight track. I'll have to look. Oh no, it looks about the same length. Alright, so yeah. And now here's the thing that I'm most, impressed with, because something you rarely see in starter sets here in America are switches. You never get switches in starter sets here. Like, if you do, it's pretty rare. And by that point, they're hardly even starter sets. They're more just like, sets in general. But, these are pretty cool. And I don't have any switches with the curves like this, so I'm gonna have to see the radius. I'm assuming they seem to be a bit longer than those, so they might actually line up better with the Easy Track. It's a bit longer, actually. Yeah. So it might be a bit hard to try and get that on, but, whatever. Actually, it looks like... Okay, so like this, it kinda almost lines up. I don't know. Whatever. I'm happy I have them. And I'm not going to build the set today, because that's just not something I feel like doing on this carpet floor. I don't feel like damaging the track or anything. So, I'm just showing you the track you get with this. I'll run the locomotive on my main layout. Here's something else I'm pretty happy to have. A controller. I've been meaning to get another controller, and I know this one probably isn't the best in the world, but it will work for what I need it for. In fact, this controller actually feels pretty cheap, honestly. This is definitely the cheapest one, just feeling, compared to the Bachmann Easy Track controllers, which, feels very meh, but, if it works, that's really all I need. Yeah, I'm happy to have another controller, and I like this one because it just has open wires, meaning I don't need to plug it in anywhere. I can just use it wherever I want, which is pretty good. I like that. And there's the other wire. So that's all the accessories, quote unquote, I guess you get with this. Now here's the locomotive itself. So it comes pretty much like in its own kind of thing, so I'll try to cut in with that just with my fingernails and, close this. It's a really nice box, actually. It's kind of hard to close though. Whatever, I'll just leave it like that. So here it is. Here's the engine and the coaches. I'm 100% certain that one of these is a dummy, probably this one. So, yeah. I mean, I don't expect 2 power units, so let's just try and stab through that. Seem to be successful. Let's carefully unwrap it, because I'd hate to scratch this thing. So yeah, you can tell that this is definitely new in box. I don't usually buy new in box things too often. I usually buy secondhand, kind of cheaper stuff, because for me, if something works, that's good enough. I'm not a snob when it comes to these type of things. I don't want to say snob, I just want to say that I don't have impossible standards or anything. If an engine runs, then, I'll take it if I want it. Alright, so here it is. I'll just throw this to my little corner where I usually put trash and stuff. Look at it. This is a very unique thing, honestly. You don't see anything like it really here in America. The closest thing we have is the Acela, and, I've been wanting an Acela model for a long time, actually, but only people who make them are Bachmann, and they're so expensive in that set, but whatever, it's beyond the point. So I guess what we'll do is we'll kind of take everything out piece by piece. I don't really like having it on the floor here, so you know what I'll do? I'll actually take it to my work desk, and I'll kind of show you all the details there. See you in a second. So here we are on the desk. It's getting pretty cramped up here because I've been doing a bit of work on engines and other things, so it's kind of a mess, and I don't have a lot of space to actually really show the engine, and I can't really get everything out at once, but it will do. I'm rambling here, so let's do our best to take this out. I hate to damage it. Alright. So here's the dummy unit. As I predicted, this is indeed the dummy. And just look at that. Here, I can turn on the lamp here, see if that... Oh, hopefully that's not too bright. Kind of adjust it. Yeah. Meh. Whatever. I know I don't have the most professional camera in the world. Let's just get a good look at the details of this. See the cab interior. Oh, that looks rather good. I mean, nothing too crazy, but how crazy can you really get? I don't know if this is lighted or not. I'm assuming it's not, but I could be wrong. So you got the windshield wiper. Here, if I can find them, I can... Yeah. I was going to use my tweezers as a little poker so I can poke it and show you the details, but whatever. I don't know where it went. So the top, nothing crazy going on, and I obviously haven't seen one of these in real life, and can't be bothered to look up a photo right now, so I just kind of have to assume that this is pretty accurate. The nice ice on it, and that is magnificent. It's a pretty simple locomotive. I mean, not a crazy amount of detail to it, but I'm assuming it's like that in real life, because this is a fairly modern thing. Like, this is probably one of the more modern engines I own. It's got quite some length to it. I'm gonna have to measure it up to some other engines. See if this is now my longest locomotive. I don't know. I think my Great Northern rail car might be a bit longer than it still, but we'll have to see. Oh. So actually, based on the weight of this thing, I think this is actually the powered unit. Oh, that's weird. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, well, that's a bit... Let's just carefully put it on the side. Yeah. So this is the powered unit. That's kind of odd. Oh, there's a speaker there and everything. So I guess this is a DCC ready. Maybe? I don't think it has sound. That's weird. You don't see that every day. Powered coaches. I know that's accurate. I know that's how the real thing works. Each coach has a power unit in there. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of it, really. On models, I'd rather have the locomotive be the power unit. That's... Oh, man, that's kind of something I wish I would have known, but... It's not a deal breaker, as long as it still looks good and runs well. So yeah, this is the powered unit. Wasn't expecting that. Anyway, you can look at the details. Got some German there. So I think, see, is these like little things, like actually rubber? No, just plastic. Those connections look kind of weird. Nothing like I've had before. Just carefully turn it around. Ooh, this is the good side, I guess. Yeah, Board Bistro. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but maybe like cafe car or something. Like I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Oh, but that, yeah, it's a pretty simple model. I mean, I'm not expecting the, for the price. I'm not expecting something crazy, and it is still a starter set, but dang, it still is completely beautiful. All right, next car. Ugh. Come on. Oh, this one's being troublesome. Ugh. Always kind of stresses me out taking these things out. But yeah. Weird. This one has a speaker also. Does this have a speaker? No. So why would this coach need a speaker? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows, really? So this is a second coach. I guess it might actually be the first coach because I'm kind of doing this backwards, but see, this is the coach with the pantograph on it. I'll see, does it actually go up? These things are always kind of fiddly. You can never really tell if the manufacturer intends you to actually stick them up or not. I think you could, but I don't want to force it right now. Yeah, because sometimes you try and stick them up and they break, and it's just kind of like, well, what did you expect us to do, honestly? Yep, there it is. It's pretty unique. It's not every day you have a coach with a pentagram on it. Pantograph, whatever. Same difference. Yeah, but it looks pretty similar to the first. And just kind of there. Again, I'll get this all on the track too, and then we'll get a proper look at it. This, you can see it all together. I'm sorry. So here's the second engine, quote unquote, even though they're dummies. Oh, come on. I'm sorry my camera work is kind of bad. Okay, I might have to put the camera down for this one because I really don't want to damage it. Will you stay, camera, if I put you here? It won't. Here, I'll just lean it up against something. Alright, you're going to be looking up for a second, but nothing I can do about that. Okay. Well, there it is. Here's engine number 1, technically. Oh, that's cool. There's a driver in there. If it will focus, that is a pretty unique detail. Definitely not something you see every day. Especially here in America. Maybe it's actually quite common in Germany. That is cool. My camera will focus good, which it never does. So yeah, other than that, it looks identical to the first one, or second one, because I'm doing it backwards. Because I thought that this... Okay. Whatever. So, yep. Again, there's not a whole lot of detail here. Oh, so that's just styrofoam. Oh, there was a scuff on it. I wish my camera would focus, but whatever. So yeah. So there they are. This is the fleet. So right off the bat, I am a bit disappointed with the fact that it's coach driven. I kind of wish I would have known that, but I mean, as long as it runs well, then, you know, I can't be mad at it. Because I know motors prefer to pull than push, and if this is spending its whole life pushing, then it might cause problems down the line. No pun intended. But, you know, let's not judge a book by its cover. Let's get it on the track, and I'll show you it moving soon. So before we move on, I wanted to just show you these couplings because they're pretty unique, and I've never seen anything like them before. So as you can see, you just kind of... One car has holes in it, and the other has the pegs. And I think they're coupled, actually. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm assuming that's... Because it's metal, I'm assuming there's some electrics there. So maybe these cars are actually lighted. If they are, I'll be pretty impressed. And maybe it's set up so that way you need the power car on in order for the rest of it to light up, considering, you know, I ain't noticed any pickups on the other side. But what do I know? Maybe it's just a weird coupling because it needs to stay together. Because I know these multiple units, most of the time companies will design them in a way so they're pretty self-contained. Wow, this looks so weird on my layout. Such a modern thing, and I was looking at my shelf. I don't really have a lot of modern things, so I'll get the rest of the train on and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so here it is, all on the track. And can I just say, this thing looks so magnificent. Just look at it. Obviously, I can't really fit the thing all on one piece of straight track. My layout just isn't big enough for that. So I do kind of have this awkward turn, but who cares? See, it's right by my water tower. Yeah. So this thing does just look beautiful, honestly. Pretty sure this is my third German locomotive I have. And also, I think it's my third... No. What am I saying? In terms of electric locomotives, I have the 2 trams up there. And then I got 3 on the shelf. So, 3... this is my 6th electric locomotive. And I'm really excited to get this thing running, so... let's go plug up my controller. I probably should have done that beforehand. I am running it on the inside loop today, just because I feel safer doing that. Inside loop is a bit more stable, and I'd really hate for this thing to go flying off the edge with these pretty dangerous curves. And this is a high-speed train, so of course I want to run it fast. Alright, let's just change these switches. I think I also forgot to do that. Oh geez, so unprofessional of me. Whatever. Alright, so this is the front of the train. You can tell because there's a little driver in there, which that's honestly such a nice detail. Like, that's really cool. I think that's something that most locomotives would have, but a lot of them don't. My controller's on, and let's give it a bit of power. And there it goes. so far that seems really smooth. I want to notice if there are any lights, but... Alright, well, let's just have it set off. Again, remember that the motor is in that coach. Yeah. Oh, that is magnificent. And there are lights. Oh, I'm seeing them. Oh, now that is cool. I know lights aren't that big of a deal, but oh. Hello? Okay. That's a bit worrying. Why did you just stop? That was like almost like a planned station stop or something. I mean, if I told you that was on purpose, it would be pretty cool, but it isn't, so, oh dear. Come on. Well, Motor didn't just die, did it? Oh, I hate pulling the thing like this. What, did it derail? Okay, well, we have a mystery on our hands. Oh, what happened? Alright, that just happened with me pushing it, so I don't know what that's about. Hello? Is it my controller? What? I'm just telling you all your compliments and then you die on me? What's going on here? This is a bit worrying. I'm gonna try to solve this off camera for now, because it might be a really boring explanation. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I think I figured out what was going on. So I think when going around this curve, one of the couplings broke away, and with this setup, I guess, I'm assuming that the reason why the couplings are electric are the train needs the entire train to run. So it's similar to, if you know old Rivarossi tender engines, there's little electrical connectors, and the engine won't run without the tender. So that's the way I think of it, at least for any American rail fans or model railroaders. So it should be working now. So I guess I just didn't have the coupling on enough, or the curve is too sharp. But anyway, let's appreciate this a bit more. Try not to run it too fast just so we can really get a look at it. And we can see if it snags on this curve again. Oh, I'm actually getting pretty good lighting with the lamp here. Right, no problem. So I guess I just didn't have the coupling on tight enough. So let's kind of follow it around the layout. That is just, that is beautiful. Can you imagine getting into model railroads for the first time? You're, German, and this is your starter set? I mean, compared to my starter set, oh, this is just leagues better. I mean, let's just look at those lights again. That is... I really wasn't expecting lights for some reason, though. I guess my starter set had lights, but then again, my starter set only had one engine, so... I have to wonder. Can you see on this unit the lights are red? And I have to wonder, is that directional, or is that just because it's the last... Or is it just... Oh, it's directional. So there's directional lights on this thing. So the back lights are red. Oh, that is neat. That is so neat. And I'm getting really excited over pretty basic features, but just because it's a starter set, you don't really expect crazy stuff like that. You can tell these cows are impressed, huh? I would be too. Let's just, give this thing a good running. Seems to be really reliable. I mean, I'm pretty sure the coupling breaking apart was on me. Oh, but just look at this thing. So beautiful. Alright, I have it about half speed now, so let's just ramp it up a bit. So again, this is a high-speed train. It is a bit loud, which can be pretty annoying, but it's not entirely the engine's fault. Because the thing with Bachmann Easy Track is, because of the bass on it, it kind of produces more sound than on regular Atlas track. It's not a big deal. I don't really care about the sound. In fact, some people pay hundreds of dollars to have sound in their engine, so... Oh, that's a joke. Yeah. Dare I say it, best train set ever. I mean, in all my times of model railroading, this is the fourth set I've bought, or had, I guess. The first one being my starter set, which was the, I don't know, something to do with Thunder. I had the Norfolk Southern engine. I got the DeWitt Clinton starter set, which is also from Bachmann. And I also have a Model Power Christmas set. All of those could be classified under starter sets. I mean, loop a track and an engine and a few cars is usually the, you know, essentials for a starter set, and this is probably the best one. I mean, it's probably the most expensive one, so keep that in mind, but just look at that. I think I'm going to send it through the tunnel just to see those lights really in action. I'm going to flip this. I'm going to rush over and flip the other because I hate to have an accident with this thing. Let's just try and get a good look. Oh, that is so cool. Oh. Okay, no troubles going over any of the switches so far, which is good. I am amazed. I'm going to ramp up the speed a bit and see how it does on the curve. Curves, I guess, over that switch, because that switch can sometimes, well, any switch can really cause problems. And there's really no need to run this at full speed, but I almost don't want to, just because I hate to burn out the motor. It is running really well. This is amazing. I love this thing. I'm gonna bring it to a stop. And switch the points back. Bring it to a stop by that crane over there. Oh, just look at it. Again, there's some beauty in simplicity, I say. Like, you know, having this big old, simple, high-speed electrical engine. It's truly something. I can definitely see this becoming a new favorite in the collection. Ooh. Alright, let's bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back to this station and, you know, see where we go from there. So yeah. So this was a very expensive purchase for me, especially considering I don't have a job yet or anything, so my expendable income isn't that much, but I don't really have much to be spending money on anyway. So yeah, $160, not bad. Not bad at all. Obviously that price could be better. Pretty sure, like, I saw one on eBay that's about $145, but it's not a well, it is kind of a competition, but whatever. You know what I mean. I mean, on eBay, you never really know what you're going to get, and you don't know if it's really used or new or anything. So yeah, very, very good purchase in my opinion, because this thing is just magnificent. It's not the most detailed or, impressive model, but I really, really love it. Especially considering it's a starter set model. Like, some people are starting out with this thing, and that's just blows my mind, really. Well, my voice is about to give in because this sore throat is really annoying me. So, suppose thanks for watching. If you made it this far in the video, kudos to you. And, if you ever see one of these things for a decent price, pick it up. I encourage you. It's a really nice set. I'll probably be running it for hours and hours now. So, see you around. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.